actors that are really, really talented and totally awesome, like Patrick, and Eric, and Chris, and everyone else. But the people who work on it at Funimation, the graphic artists, the copywriters, myself, I didn't even introduce myself.
Okay.
I am,
I'm
back. My name is Charlene Ingram, my cosplay name is Tristen Citrine, and so if you're going to say, if Tristen Citrine is Jem, Charlene Ingram is Jerica, and what Jerica does is she is a senior brand manager at Funimation Entertainment, and I'm in charge of about 35 shows, one of which is Hetalia. So, yeah, so it's been, so I have control of all the reject pile. I talk to my counterparts in Japan. I help get everything approved. I help shape Hetalia promotions-wise into what you guys see, the trailers, clips, all of that stuff, and get as much cool Hetalia stuff done as possible, so you guys can enjoy it. So to start this panel off, we did recently a Hetalia contest where people could make fan videos and submit them for a big old bucket of Hetalia prizes. And the contest is over, but I want to start this panel off by showing this video to show you a few of the people who work behind the scenes on Hetalia that you might not see at conventions. And I'm in this video too in costume, you won't be able to recognize me. So here we go.
Hey, I'm Justin Rojas, Senior Social Media Manager here at Funimation Entertainment. I'm also a Hetalia fan. Hetalia is a show that has inspired many the world over. Some of the biggest Hetalia fans are right here in the Funimation office. For example, we have Scott here, our copywriter for Hetalia. So, Scott, as a fan, how do you express your love for Hetalia?
Well, Justin, I like to write Hetalia-inspired speculative fiction. My current project is called The Bear Rises, Cold War that should have been. It's set in alternate reality 1985. You have to imagine a world where Russia is on top, sort of the dominating superpower that's wrestled control of the world from America, and their uniforms are all torn apart, and the two nations dripping in sweat. Their uniforms are all torn up, dripping in sweat. And their missiles are ready to fire. Basically, at that point, Russia just takes out a leather strap and starts wailing on it. You know, we Italian fans are a special breed. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and we know a good time when we see it. We love the show, and we love to love the show.
Exactly, and that's what we want to see from you guys. We want you to show your love for Hetalia in a 2-minute video. You give that to us, you'll have a chance to win tons and tons of Hetalia prizes.
Hetalia fans, make us a 2-minute video that shows the world your Hetalia love. Tell the world why you love the show. Tell the world why everyone should love the show. You could win all of these great Hetalia prizes. At that point, Americans just won't stop crying, but it's a good cry, so it's okay. We should check in on some of the other Hetalia fans in the building and see how their Hetalia love has impacted their lives.
Let's check with Charlene. She's the brand manager for Hetalia, and she actually is the one who created this contest.
You know, I don't think anybody on the planet loves Hetalia more than Charlene, and she's also one of the kindest, sweetest, most gentlest people I've ever worked with.
Yeah, she's so sweet. When she sneezes,
yeah, the leader goes out. You know, she's so sweet that she drives a rainbow to work.
Cannot stop until we get videos from all of the 50 states. From Nevada, from the Texas, from the East California, from the Canada, from everywhere.
East California state 아니야. What is it? State, no, state, not state.
What did you say?
East California is not actually a state.
East California is a state if I say it's a state because I am Prussia. There's an east, a west, a north, a south. There's all the states are California. Canada is California too. We're gonna have all of the love from everywhere sent to us. I'm so awesome. I can create Hetalia love because Prussia says so.
Okay, so Charlene expresses her love for Hetalia through cosplay, but how do you show your love for Hetalia?
Yeah, what we want you to do is make a 2-minute video that shows...
Hey losers! Shut up and show them the prizes!
Hetalia fans, make us a 2-minute video that shows the world why you love Hetalia. Why do you love Hetalia? Tell the world why you love Hetalia. You can win all these great prizes. So many prizes. I don't know how to jump in, but you working on it. That's good. Again, let's check on... I think Diana's over here. She's the graphic artist on Hetalia. Let's see what she's done. Hey, Diana.
Hey, I have a question for you, actually. How do you pick which characters to group on all the packaging?
Okay. So, the way Diana expresses her Hetalia is by obsessively charting out the character relationships, be they real or imagined. You know, only a real fan would work this many hours to... only a real fan would take this many days to prove...
6 days.
In 6 days.
Do you love Hetalia? Show us! Why do you love Hetalia? Tell us! Why should everyone love Hetalia? Tell the world! Make a 2-minute video full of Hetalia love and you can win all of these great Hetalia prizes!
So he's telling me he thinks The Bear Rises? It's gonna make a great film. I'm like, well, no kidding. Who are you thinking? He says Brad Pitt. I'm like, can't get anybody better, you know?
Well, you guys know that the Hetalia trailers have been really popular with the fans, and you can tell that each trailer is crafted with lots and lots of love.
It's true. Team Hetalia's video artist, Enrique, spends a lot of time carefully selecting which footage to put in there, and the composer, Jim, works overtime to capture Hetalia's spirit in the song.
Hey guys, what are you doing? Looks like you're playing a game. What are you guys playing?
Yeah, it's like poker meets Jenga without the blocks with some risk thrown in. It's Italian inspired.
See, that's awesome. You guys love Hetalia so much, you made up a whole game about it?
Yeah. So the red cards are supposed to be the allies, and the black cards are the axes. See, what you're supposed to do is when you get...
Well, you know what? I don't need to know all the rules. How do you win?
Yeah, so the objective of the game is...
Boom! I got your pan, man. Pants, dude.
Do you love Hetalia? Show us! Why do you love Hetalia? Tell us! Why should everyone love Hetalia? Tell the world! Make us a 2-minute video full of Hetalia love and you can win all these great prizes! So many great prizes! Would you just look at the prizes?
I've never seen the air burn that brightly. It was messed up. Thank you.
So there you go. Scott expresses his love through fan fiction.
And Charlene expresses her Hetalia love through cosplay.
Diana pairs characters and does visual art.
And Jim and Enrique love Hetalia so much that they made up their own game.
So how about you? How do you express your love of Hetalia? And why do you express it?
Just make us a 2-minute video that proves you're the biggest Hetalia fan in the world. Hey, it's Mike McFarlane, the line producer of Hetalia and the voice of Estonia.
What are you guys doing?
Well, we are telling people to prove they are the biggest Hetalia fans by making a 2-minute video.
Oh, well, I'm the biggest Hetalia fan there is.
Can you prove it in a 2-minute video?
I don't need to prove it with a 2-minute video. I've made Hetalia a permanent part of who I am.
What do you mean?
Well, I've spent the last year and about 7 weeks getting tattoos of every single character on me.
Can we see this?
Sure.
Hetalia fans! Make us a 2-minute video that shows the world your Hetalia love! Tell the world why you love the show! Tell the world why everyone should love the show! You can win all of these great Hetalia prizes! Just look at the prizes! Don't you want these prizes? Why haven't you started making a 2-minute video yet? Go make your video! Win the prizes!
See? Told you I was the biggest fan.
I believe him. I believe him.
So, you know the voice actors are some of the other people who work on Hetalia. Patrick, this is your first time seeing that, huh?
Like when he goes Purell for the belt? Yeah. Wow. I was not prepared.
And it has a way of coming right at you. Well, even though that contest is over, I happen to have a lot of those prizes here with me, so you guys will get to win some of the prizes too later. I even have, and this is really, really cool because it's not coming out for 2 weeks, the Hetalia Season 3 comes out on the 17th, and if you get the limited edition, you get the Prussia bandana. I have 2 purple Prussia bandanas that come with a motivational message that says I'm awesome. So you can win them, and I have other treats too. But let's get started with our full version of our panel. I'm going to be clicking out a PowerPoint here and there to get to other trailers and other cool stuff. So, the Hetalia logo that you know and love was not the only logo that was submitted. A really cool Mondo Mega fun fact about Hetalia is, even though there's a lot of people in Japan that work on it, a lot of people in America that work on it, every single approval of every single thing goes through the creator of Hetalia, and he signs off on every single thing. So when it was, gosh, it must have been like 2 years now, we submitted all of these logos for Hetalia to see which one would get picked. And we have them a little bit more blocky letters, and then the rounded letters were just put in there because we thought it looked kind of neat. And we didn't know which one was going to get picked. We honestly thought that this first one, with the block letters with the dashes around it, we thought that was the one that was going to get picked. But the other one was, and the reason was, the letters are round and squishy, and it reminds him of hugging the world. Isn't that sweet? Cool. And there was also a request to maybe change up the color a bit for the Hetalia World Series logo, and we tried it in purple, but we ultimately decided to keep it in the classic orange because it looks so good on everything. So yeah, that's what Hetalia could have been. Also, when you bought the first 2 seasons of Hetalia in the movie, the limited editions, something that Diana and I actually came up with, was to put something cool inside, and we decided, well, a bandana would be neat, because it kind of, Hungry wears a bandana, and I wear a bandana when I'm running out casually, and it'd be a way to put some characters in there, and something that cool and people can reuse. So the initial designs of the bandanas didn't have the chibi explosion around the edges, they were more pictures, so this one was almost the season 1 bandana, with just Germany, Italy, and Japan. And also, it was almost reversed, so we almost had colored characters and then a white background, but we have since reversed it with the pink and the blue and the green. And there's a really rare, really rare, if you can find it, there is a white bandana that was handed out at Otakon 2 years ago. And this is how they ended up being, for the most part. If you notice in the corners, and this is how the creator of Hetalia is exceedingly cute. Every correspondence we get is just very, very well thought out, and it oozes cute. So we were told that we had to take the characters out of the corners because he was scared that they might not be able to breathe if their heads get cut off. So we had to take some around the perimeter. That way, every character can breathe and be cute. But yeah, isn't it adorable? It's like, when Japan is 17 hours ahead of America, so when I come in the morning, all of Japan's correspondence will be in, and some of the first things I read in the morning are the approval database, and I'll see things like that, and I'll be like, so cute. Of course we'll revise it when we can, but it's all right. We're behind, but it's okay. Next we have what the packaging almost looked like. Season 1 almost had Japan in front. Italy, Germany, and Japan. And it also was, I do not have this package anymore because we actually sold it in a Relief for Japan auction. The original packaging concept, instead of or with the bandana, was originally glitter hollow foil covered sparkle insane. But it turns out that paper was very, very, very expensive, and it just could not make it happen. But we might have sparkles in the future. Fingers crossed. Yeah! Yeah! Well, Patrick likes German sparkle party.
I like German sparkle party. Sparkle party. Sparkle party?
So, and as you can see, there's even an earlier version of the logo on there too. When we make these box art mock-ups, retailers need to know about the new releases sometimes 6 months beforehand. So some of the early packaging you'll see hasn't been approved yet, but you have to have something because you can't just have an image coming soon because it affects search engines and all that. So this was actually listed on Amazon for a very brief amount of time before it got pulled, and the packaging you know and love is there. I think I have a comparison because one of the prizes happens to be season 1. Oh, look at this. So that's what it ended up being. Yeah, with Italy up front. I know, it's adorable. And there is even the thought is put into the rainbow on each one. With season 1, 2, 3, and 4 eventually, all of the colors of the rainbow form. So it increasingly goes throughout the spectrum. And all of the bandanas form a rainbow too.
What?
Yeah.
I never knew. I'm learning things.
So we think about it just a little bit. We also have our original bat concept, which this is what it was. Our Make Pasta Not War. Make Pasta Not War was actually not the original tagline. There were 2 other taglines submitted. The first one was World War Fabulous. And the other one was Shock and Awe.
I like that.
But we eventually went with Make Pasta Not War, and World Series has a tagline now too. It was originally Bromance Springs Eternal, but it has since been revised, and you'll start seeing it pop up. It's History of the World Part Squee.
Yes! Yes!
I love this show.
It's cute, and Scott, who's in that video, he actually does all of the back of the box copy and all of that. He wrote the script for that video, everything. He does all of that, and he comes up with that stuff, and we all get in a room and talk about it.
It's funny.
Yeah, he's a really funny guy. Really, really funny guy. So, also, to show off the rainbow, our original promo items for Hetalia were these quadruple rainbow cards that were handed out at conventions a couple years ago. Notice that the pairings are actually all different. We were actually requested to change the pairings. We had to change, the biggest one was the creator wanted America with Japan because America and Japan are good friends through bringing out Hetalia. Even though we tried to say, it's like, hey, you know, England and America have a really awkward relationship. It'd actually be really funny if we have them together. Deutsche said, oh, maybe later. We want to have China and Russia, and America and Japan, and France and England. But the Italy and Germany one got to stay the same. So, you're always looking disapprovingly at Todd.
It's just how I mask my true feelings.
Actually, before we go on, there's a funny story you have about auditioning for Hetalia and how you might have been a part of the Hetalia that almost was.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be here right now. It'd be like It's a Wonderful Life. No, I almost, and some of you heard this story if you came to my panel, if you did big ups, I almost didn't try out for Hetalia because when I got the audition copy, the pictures of the characters were all in chibi form, and I'm like, I have never sounded that little in my life. And also I was being like, oh, herp-a-derp, I'm an actor, and I'm not gonna get it anyway, so I don't even want to try. I'm not even gonna try. And then my girlfriend was like, well, you can't complain about not getting cast if you don't try. I'm like, but I like complaining. I guess I should try. And then I did, and I got it, and I'm like, yes! And she's like, see, what have we learned? What have we learned? And I'm like, I should try. So yeah, that's the teachable moment, try. It's not even the whole do or do not, there is no try. There is a try. And it often leads to do. I just killed the Yoda line. Yeah, you tried. I tried. And now I'm here.
Yeah, now you're legendary.
Yes. I'm on a poster with sausage.
Yeah, check out those posters. That's a pretty epic sausage party. And when those posters came in, and they came in a box of about 10,000 of them, and they came to my office, and one of the interns brought them to me, and as customary, what I do at Funimation, when I get the promo items, the first people who get the promo items are the people who worked on it. So I go around to the creative team, and I'm going around with my little cart, and I'm just going, knocking on doors, sausage party? Sausage party? Who wants to come to the sausage party? And then I go up to my boss, who's a big VP of marketing. I was like, sausage party, sir? Well, if you don't like that, on the back is a rainbow. And it all goes in the theme of World Series, like everything for World Season 3 is all picking on Germany. And I even noticed that the cover has Germany getting a no-gi from Prussia. And
It's all love. It's love.
yeah, it's all brotherly love. So, well, pretty cool. Now we also have a poster that almost happened. Our first big Hetalia event was at Taiyou-Con in 2010, where we had almost every one of the main countries come and do a big crazy panel and get autographs. This was almost our autograph piece, but again, it was rejected because everyone should be of equal size.
And because, oh, hi, Russia.
Signing Bevan's crotch all day long. It could have been a 2-hour.
Good money to see that.
Still make it happen. I will say every single person that is involved in Hetalia, every single voice actor is just great. Especially, even when it came to Season 2 and Season 3, when Scott Sager is the director, the ADR director of Hetalia, and just like, I need more dudes. Does anybody know any dudes? There's just the dudes keep coming. I used every single dude, and he really didn't want to double up countries, and didn't want somebody to be 2 countries, except for like America and Canada, which, no duh, things like that. So a lot of thought of that, and a lot of new actors came into the fold, coming a part of Hetalia, so it's good. Okay. Now we have some shirts that almost happened. They may still happen. I'm going to put a little asterisk on these. We sold a couple shirts at conventions a couple years ago that were a Make Pasta About War shirt and a Flying Mint Bunny shirt. Yeah. Oh, which, Flying Mint Bunny, there's a funny story about the Flying Mint Bunny. At the time that shirt was made, it didn't have a name. And when the script was written, the translators just go, well, there's this Flying Mint Bunny, and that's what talks in the scene. And I think it's episode 10 where that shows up. And Monica Rial is the voice of the Flying Mint Bunny. So we just assigned him a name, just a descriptor. And when that shirt went in for approval, the creator was like, what is a Flying Mint Bunny? Like, oh, it's this. So you just send a picture, it's like that thing that you drew. It's mint, it's flying, and it is bunny. It's like, oh, he needs a name. Call him Yosei-san. So you'll see a thing, you'll see it called Yosei-san, which means fairy. Which the shirt remained Flying Mint Bunny because you can't just have that shirt, just say fairy.
Yeah, I can tell about it.
Just a little bit, you'll always be thinking. So we had 4 shirts go up for a fan vote, of which 2 would get made first. So Flying Mint Bunny and Make Pasta About War won the contest, and this one could be made soon with the allies. And the other one is a Prussia shirt, which I really hopefully soon. There's a red Prussia shirt available at Hot Topic right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was the one that Justin was wearing in that video. So, all right, okay, this is the really cool stuff. So when we get a new show and the creative team meets, and we decided we're going to make a trailer, everybody in the room kind of directs the trailer, and we give, the brand manager gives the trailer artist a little bit of inspiration. And what they do is they cut the footage and they send a beta trailer out that doesn't have hardly any graphics, doesn't have the final music. So all the trailer music is actually composed in-house. For Hetalia, it's Jim who was in that video. So before Jim knows what to have his music inspired by, there's a beta trailer. So I'm going to show you the very first rough cut of the Hetalia Season 1 trailer. That became, that inspired the song Happy Thoughts Museum. Let me find it. 1, 2, 1. Yes, very early beta. That's what that one's called. Okay, PowerPoint is not very good about embedding video, and since I don't have a Mac, I can't use Keynote. So sadness. Okay, hi. You get to check out my awesome Prussia background music. Play. That's how I tend to see the trailers first. Enrique will come around my office and go, yeah, this one I'm gonna think about, and he's really, really cool and really visual, and he's like, okay, here's my first cut. Do you like the direction? Then we'll go and we'll add in the music, add in all the stuff. I said, okay, it needs more sparkles and more rainbows. And
You should just know.
They've eventually called my bluff because the season 3 trailer has sparkles and rainbows, and it's pretty amazing. Now this one also, there was a thought that Hetalia is so crazy, people might not know what's going on from that trailer because it just looks like a lot of mismatch. So there's a version of the trailer that has voiceover over it that is Jamie Markey, who's the voice of the narrator. So there are a few DVDs that have a version of the final season 1 trailer with VO over the top of it. So we're going to see that. We ended up just going with Happy Thoughts Museum on everything, but you can see what it sounds like with the voiceover. And this was actually a voice she was trying out for the narrator. It didn't, she didn't eventually use the accent, but this is something that could have been on Hetalia.
Stumble history books and try to keep up, because in Hetalia Access Powers, history happens fast. Imagine all the nations of the world as cute guys hanging out and having fun. There's the Axis boys, Italy, Germany, and little Japan. They're besties, and they caused the whole World War II thing, no biggie. And then there's the bossy beach storming allies. Why would they let the Axis have any fun? Based on the hit webcomic and manga you know and love. Magic, love, and the cutest international conflicts ever. Hetalia Access Powers. It's World War fabulous. See, you get a little bit of sparkle party in there. So you can see how far in advance trailers have to be done. Not everything is approved. So if you have any DVDs that have that old trailer on it, it's kind of a nice little historical relic. But as it turns out, when we uploaded the trailer without the VO, the song used in the Happy Thoughts Museum became very, very popular. So Jim agreed to make a full version of it and make it available for download. So, and that inspired some thinking forward, like, we have 4 seasons of Hetalia, we have a movie that's really like a mini album, so let's just start off this Hetalia concept album and just go through different things. So, we have season 2, that we all decided that we wanted it to be a little bit inspired by Motown. a little bit like a Jackson 5 vibe. So that's how Sweet Summer Day happened. And really cool fact about this one, the girl's voice at the end, all of the male voices on the Hetalia trailers are Jim, the composer. The girl that comes